Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at CoreWeave. It is time for another update, and quickly, for those of you who might be new, on the long time frame we have been tracking this idea of a 1-2 setup ever since we started covering this chart. Really, this is actually the reason I started covering it. Yet we were somewhere around this area and we were looking for a larger correction in a wave 2 after a 5-wave move to the upside in the area between the $97 down to the $48.5 level. And so far, we did reach the support zone. We quite possibly even completed the correction. We had also a very nice ABC pattern once we completed this movement to the downside, and we attempted to push higher, but yeah, the structure failed, and we actually pushed and formed another low. So technically we could still be within this wave 2 here, but we could technically still have completed the wave 2 here instead in a more different correction in a WXY, let me draw that right, WXY pattern, where this was an ABC. But there right now still is quite a high risk that we are within the orange scenario, since yeah, we failed to hold any level of support in this movement to the upside and actually produce a 5-wave move, an impulse, something more reliable to even add to our position in a 1-2 setup, a smaller one this time. And since this is the case that yeah, we didn't manage to do that, we are within the idea that we have still the likelihood of forming continuation to the downside. Now, in the previous video, I provided this idea as a possible, this wave 2 as a possible top here, and then we could have been developing the third wave to the downside that would have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yeah, we would have the third wave complete. We would have needed still a fourth and then a fifth to actually complete this wave C. Fortunately, we actually broke above the resistance here and even above the wave 2 top, so the idea that this wave 2 top here is not really relevant and applicable anymore. It is, however, still possible that we are following through within some sort of a interpretation of the yellow scenario. Now, I say that because really I would rather consider this yellow scenario a WXY pattern right now, because yeah, we are rather looking to form an ABC structure within this wave 2 correction rather than a 5-wave move as I would expect within a wave C. And I'm saying that because to actually form a 5-wave move to the upside in this area, we would most likely actually invalidate the orange scenario altogether and break above this wave B top that we had here. So did I actually remove that count? Yes, I removed the right count, and yeah, I want to shift this yellow interpretation to orange, but within a WXY pattern, and I would also like to remove this micro count for the third wave that we would have been tracking to the downside, and instead have only really this idea that yeah, we could still be within the wave C in white, but I am also tracking a possible bottom in this area as well. So what are we really looking for in this area? Well, for this wave 2, I would like to stay within the resistance area that we have that extends up to the $132 level at the 78.6% retracement. So far, we did not even reach it. We got resistance and got rejected at the 61.8% retracement. And yeah, we seem to be consolidating still at a pretty high level, so that is a good thing at least. And within this WXY, within the wave Y, exactly, I am looking still for another high within this wave C, and I would say that it really could be that here is a double 1-2 setup, then this could be the third wave up, and then this could be the fourth wave down, and we would be looking for the fifth wave, and then ideally another 4-5 to actually complete this wave C. But that is one interpretation of how this could play out within this wave Y in orange. Otherwise, we could also really be tracking a slightly different count where, yeah, we are still going to form a 5-wave move, an impulse in this area, but after forming that, we have the option to hold support for the idea that, okay, this could have been a wave 1, this could have been a wave 2, then the third wave up, fourth wave down, and then the fifth wave. If we manage to hold the support in a wave 4 and actually form the fifth wave, that might give us actually a good chance, especially since we will most likely break. I think we would definitely have to break the resistance levels actually, and then yeah, I would have a lot more confidence to actually look for a correction in a wave 2, although I would even expect to invalidate, there is a high chance that we invalidate the orange scenario if we manage to form the 5-wave move to the upside. That is one way that could play out, but we aren't really going to focus on more, because at the moment we still need to form at least another 4-5 pattern in this area, maybe even 2. It could have been that the correction ended here in the wave B, it could have been that it ended here, and then yeah, we would only really need a singular 4-5 pattern to complete it. Now, for this wave 4, I am looking to hold support in the area between the $118.6 level down to the $112 level at the 50% retracement. So far, we seem to be actually holding quite well the first level of support. We might even start the next movement to the upside already, but be very careful in this area, because a break below the 50% retracement here would be a pretty grave indication that yeah, we might already be within the third wave here in the orange interpretation. I would expect, to be honest, to still form this 4-5 pattern regardless, but I'm not saying it is impossible to actually break through within this through this support zone and completely fail directly. So I warn a lot of caution in this area. And if we manage to form the first 4-5 pattern, we can look for different interpretations that would allow for direct continuation to the upside, where we would have bottomed here in a wave 2. But yeah, really that would be a thing to do after we complete this movement. And for now, I don't really have much to add on that. Some ideas I could do, but to be honest, it would just add a ton of information that wouldn't really be useful or necessary. So for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.